To me, philanthropy means that all of us contribute to the greater social good and leave a word behind which is much better than the word our parents gave us. I think philanthropy is an obligation. It is not something that you give as a grant. It is a duty that you have to discharge to your fellow human beings. And the reasons are very simple. Some of us succeed and do very well economically in life. Most people do not. And the reason for this success could be individual, could be a chance occurrence, or maybe we have got a great break because somebody else has spent money on us, on education, or doing something to us. So if you look through everybody's life, you will find that there are some chance occurrences that happen to you. And it's not that everybody does well. So when you do very well, when you got more than what you want for your own comfort, the comfort of your family and your children, then you must see what you can do for others who are less fortunate than you are. And it's very essential if you have to create a society which will reward people who do very well and which is not very socialist and where you could get outsized reward for your effort. And that's why I think my philosophy is that philanthropy is an obligation, philanthropy is a duty, and you should be grateful that when you do something for your fellow human beings, they accept what you do. And that's why the person who gives is in a lower position than the person who accepts it. And I think that should be the attitude. We should be humble and we should be grateful because in doing philanthropy, we redeem our own soul. And I do believe that you must give because you want to give. You must not give because you want recognition. You want others to applaud you, others to give you awards. You must give because you can assuage your own conscience and you can feel happy that you have done your bit. There's a very important thing in philanthropy which you must understand. It's easy to give money if you have an inclination to give money. It's much more difficult to give time. And much more difficult to give time because time is very valuable to you. As it is, if you are done well for yourself, you have no free time for yourself, no time for your family, no time for your children because you're so very self-motivated. So when I looked around, I found that most organizations which are in the area of social service do not have good talent and do not understand how to scale up and build organizations. At Infosys, we all build a great organization. I think I got some very unique skills. I was CFO of an organization which built up. I built infrastructure for them. I worked in the education area. I worked in the product development area. I worked in the HR area, organization restructuring area, in starting new businesses, incubation, etc. I got some very unique set of skills and I've been very successful. So in all this, I sit on the board of trustees. I work with them. I raise aspiration, push them, get them to meet people, get them contacts, change policy, work to improve the ecosystem and help them scale up and enthuse them and over a period of time set up management so they come and they do everything. Even when I go to Akshay Patra today, I think the team there looks forward to my coming and questioning them. They want to be questioned, they want to be pushed, they want to achieve and they're always saying, we are going to beat this fellow this quarter because we've done many things that he has not done. And I got to always think, how do I tell them that I still know my job and I got to push them to do better. So I think people who accomplish need to give time and they need to get time to build capacity, not just sit there, the decoration and just have some tea, coffee, but question them, push them, raise their aspiration, make them to do better and better and be the best. I think the time that they give is extremely valuable and that may be much more valuable than the money that you give. Money you have to give to show commitment, but if you give time and participate in the organization, I think it'll be fantastic and that's the thing we got to do because they don't get good talent like a corporate organization. Well, I think the philanthropists in India should fund institutions which can take care of large problems that affect us. What are the large problems that affect us? Health affects us. Lack of good education affects us. We need 20-30 good universities to be set up by these people, which will give decent and high quality education at reasonable prices. Education. Schools, set up hundreds and thousands of schools in remote areas where children can get a good education. Policy, because you need more and more think tanks so the new ideas can come because you can't believe that government is the repository of all wisdom. And lastly, I think we must have some agencies which work in creating values amongst people. Because at the end of the day, a human being is distinguished from other animals by the values that they have. Values of compassion, values of sensitivity, values of being considerate of others, and values of sustainability, etc. So I think an educational program for that. I think these are some of the things that you must do in a very big way, which will have a significant impact on young people and on society.